Our mailboxes were destroyed by this large construction spindle. We had a massive windstorm and it blew the thing right into our yard. As crazy as it was, it gave me the perfect opportunity to give them a whole new look. So let me show you how I did it. All the supplies I used are easily found at your local hardware store, and you don't need to worry. You won't have to search out everything I'm using because I have the supplies listed out for you. I'm using 3 pressure-treated 4x4s to build the base for the mailboxes, and I've placed them in the ground about 12 inches deep. I'm using a cedar plank to help keep the 4x4s from falling over while I get them in the exact position I want them. This is the time to make sure that the width of your mailbox is just right. I wanted the pressure-treated 4x4s to be hidden, so I made sure my cedar planks had just enough overhang to add a plank on the side. Now that the posts are exactly where they need to be, it's time to cement them in place. I know cement can seem a little intimidating, but this cement couldn't be easier to work with. You literally pour the cement powder in the hole and then dump the water on it. There's no mixing or stirring at all, and it sets up super fast. I needed to add support to the top of the 4x4s, so I cut a few 2x4s and secured them with L brackets, but pocket holes and screws would work for this just as well. Now it's time to cut all the planks and sand off the rough edges. I cut my planks 35 inches long, but your planks may be different depending on the size of your mailbox. I use this oil, stain, and sealer to add extra protection to the planks. I was worried it would change the color of the wood, but once it dried, the color was exactly what I was looking for. I'm all about saving time and cutting corners where I can, which is why I'm using these screws. They're designed to screw into the wood without having to pre-drill the hole, which saves a bunch of time. Just make sure you're spending some time marking where each screw will go, because if you just eyeball it, your screws won't look straight. To finish off the edges of the mailbox, I took the leftover planks and covered up the sides and top. Remember, it's okay to take a step back and look at your work from time to time. My plan was to attach the mailboxes at this point, but it looked weird, so I rethought the design and added a 1x6 pine board to the top. This helped ground the mailboxes so they didn't look like they were floating on top of the base. This mailbox is really sturdy now, so if a construction spindle decides to roll on over it again, it's going to have a fighting chance.